And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and today we're going to be doing some shooting tutorials. Now, before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe. Obviously, I need that. Your boy's trying to hit 200 subscribers. Super poor, but I need it. So, there's been a lot of confusion with the stick as of recently. Yes, it's been buffed, but also, yes, it's still kind of hard to shoot for some people, myself included sometimes. It really is. So I'm going to go over to some ways that I found that have helped me shoot a little bit better. I'm still not, pro level shot by any means, and I will never claim to be. As you can see, I struggle the most with straight up spot up shots. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure why that's the case, but I really do. If you even flick it, I'm on Xbox, so if you even flick it just a tiny little bit, your shot meter will go wildly swinging from left to right. It doesn't even matter. And from what I understand, it's actually much easier to shoot on PlayStation. So if you're on PlayStation, awesome. You'll have an easier time shooting than anybody will on Xbox straight up. But the one tip that I could give everyone right off the bat, and I'll get into some more tips that I think make a little bit more sense later, is finger placement. So finger placement is super important. As you can see, I've been greening a little bit more shots because I moved my finger a little bit. So, because you're going to be using a lot of the other buttons for different things, when you do actually move to take a shot, it's natural your thumb will actually touch and this is maybe just for me, but it could be for other people too, I'm guessing, is that your thumb will actually hit the top of the joystick, and you'll use the top of the joystick, basically like the edge of your thumb, to move it downward. Now, what I've found is that actually causes it to swing wildly, or even more. Place your thumb directly in the middle of the joystick. I promise you, it makes a lot of difference. As you can see, it really does. It makes it easier to green, and you have more control on it. Now, hot zones are another thing. It's important to the players that you like. It is important to learn their hot zones, because if they have Hot Zone Hunter, it will be significantly easier to shoot with the stick anytime you pull the trigger on it. With that being said, one of the most dirty combos you can possibly get in this game is to find a player with difficult shots. Difficult shots is one of the most important badges in this game, and not a lot of people are talking about it, and I think that's foolish that they're not. If you can combine Hot Zone Hunter and difficult shots with moving jump shots from certain players, it is almost unstoppable in this game. You can hit moving jump shots at a higher clip than you could in 2K19 in this game. Fadeaways. Obviously, I'm taking pretty bad shots right now, so I'm not hitting them, but fadeaways, runners, leaners, pretty much all of those are going to be your best friend in this game. Because if there's one thing that this game has taught me, it's that if you even have 1% coverage, so if you even have 1% contest, there's a high chance that you're going to miss this shot. But if you have no contest, there's a high chance you're going to make this shot. And one of the ways that you can get no contest is through dribble moves. Make sure to control them so you're not shooting half-court shots damn near. And through operating with runners and leaners. Truly. Conventional wisdom would state that you would want to essentially shoot with spot ups and quick stops like last year. But unfortunately, that is not a thing this year. You can still play like that. It's not ineffective by any means, but it's more effective to play with a nice mixture of the two. Use a mixture of driving, quick stops, and running leaners and things like that. You want to throw the person off as much as possible while you're playing. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into some unlimited here. Oh good, we're playing against Larry Bird and Giannis. Alright, so I'm not getting any rebounds, and my man's going to hit a bunch of threes. I already know. Larry Bird is probably the only card in this game as of right now that can consistently hit contested threes. I am not even kidding. Most cards that they even have a 1% contest will miss a majority of the shots. Larry Bird is one of those cards that will not. But still, at the same time, is he worth 80 to 100K? Absolutely not. He'll be 30,000 less in legitimately a week and a half. So, but we'll see what we can do here, and I'll show you a few strategies that you can use to win unlimited games specifically, and just all around play better in the game. So I already don't like my height advantage. I'm using Ben Wallace, which was a mistake. I knew I shouldn't have done that. I should have just used Rick Smits. But here we are. Allen Houston is probably my best friend, him and Mitch Richmond. James Silas versus James Silas. Great. So this is kind of my favorite shot to shoot in the game here. I missed that one, but legitimately, I would say about 70% of the shots I shoot like that go in, especially from 3 with Allan Houston and Mitch Richmond. As you can see, normally a 4% covered shot would be kind of difficult to green for average players, but Larry Bird, for whatever reason, seems to make it constantly, and it's probably because he's big. All right, great. I'm playing wonderful to start. All right, get out of here, Silas. All right, good board, Ben Wallace. Throw it up to Ben Simmons, Mitch Richmond. All right, what are we going to do here? Yeah, let's do this. And as you can see, moving shots are significantly easier to hit than standing still shots, for myself included. Well, at least myself in general. I'm not entirely sure if that's the case for everyone, but that's typically how I feel. So like I said, when I talked about finger placement, it is super important to make sure that your thumb is resting directly in the middle of the joystick when you shoot. It just gives you a lot more control, and it allows a lot easier movement with the shot. Now there is the adage that timing with aiming does produce a higher bump up. Absolutely it does, though that takes a little bit more time to get used to. It truly does. And as you can see, if you release it too late, the window will get a lot smaller. So trying to get that timing down is something that is imperative, though it is a harder concept to kind of get used to. You just have to get used to the players, and eventually you'll figure it out. As you can see, 6% covered. Typically, if that was Mitch Richmond who shot that shot, it probably would miss, but Larry Bird, he doesn't miss. Like, doesn't fucking miss. All right, there we go. As you can see, splash that with Mitch Richmond. No worries. The key is when they're shooting, when you have someone who's playing like this guy who's just going to pass it over quite a bit, and he's going to try to shoot, off the catch shot ups pretty easy, go ahead and switch over. You have to switch over to your player immediately, because the AI is not going to contest that shot a lot of times. They're really not. And this guy's actually doing a good job of defense on me. He's also, playing offensively pretty decent as well. But he is just shooting a lot of fadeaways, and not fadeaways, spot up shots. And I'm bricking a lot, so I should still be able to win this game pretty easily. I'm not really too worried about it. And I'm not the best player in the world, so you can kind of tell right off the bat that these strategies work. Allan Houston pull-ups. There we go. That pull-up jump shot with Allan Houston is pretty overpowered. It typically will work, I would say, 60-70% of the time. You'll be able to hit that shot. All right. No. Ben Wallace doesn't get the ball. Larry Bird is great defense. Okay, dude, fine. Yeah, don't play defense. That's cool. So, I mean, we're up 26-25. We're shooting 6 for 10 from 3-point, so we're shooting a decent clip, shooting the way we are. He's doing more of a, pass it over, catch and shoot type 2K20 style, like that, which, if you don't switch over to the defender, is very effective. But if you can get your timing down and switch over pretty quickly, you'll be able to contest it enough that he'll miss most of the shots that he takes. So that's one tip I will say. If you got someone playing like that, just make sure to be on it with your switches, and you should be just fine. Ooh, kill him. All right. There we go. Oh, yeah, not doing that. Let's give it over to James Silas. Fadeaway jumper. That shot right there is one of my absolute favorite shots to shoot in this game. Very often does it miss, and very often does somebody play competent defense on it. It's not even like remotely close. And look, I'm going to say this right now, and I know it's a frowned upon thing in the My Team community. Dude, play off ball defense. Like, it doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter. Look, somebody could say you're a fucking bum for playing off ball defense, but everyone plays off ball defense. Don't try to take the high road and play on ball defense and try to be like a stand-up guy in 2K, because fuck that. No, just play off-ball defense, let the AI go to work, and then switch over to contest shots when you need to. Look, even the pro players play off-ball defense. Don't let anyone try to front on you. It's kind of calmed down in recent years, but I remember back in the day, everyone would be upset. You'd play a game of TTO and play off-ball a little bit, and you get like an angry message after you won. Dude, fuck that. Just off-ball. If you want to win, do it. All right, throw that over to Ben Wallace. No, thank you. Terrible pass. I mean, we're up 3. We should be just fine. Giannis is kind of annoying, but there we go. Nice. All right, that was terrible. And yep, see, as long as you can get over and get that contest, you should be good. I'll take a 2 at this point. Like, 2's fine. I'm not even worried about it at all. James Silas over to Richmond. Richmond's got 11, so he's killing it. Oof. A little too much of a hop step there. Drive in. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Nice jump, dude. So we're up 8 in the third, so we're cruising along. As the games wore on, we can kind of get a little bit more of a feel of his defense. He's playing mostly hard off-ball defense. Pretty easy to tackle once you get used to it. He hasn't really made any defensive adjustments, so he should be fine. I mean, he's playing good defense. He just hasn't adjusted it. So we're going to start doing some more driving and stuff like that, which is, like I was saying earlier, mixing up your offense is extremely important to success, especially in like Unlimited. Against the AI, you can cheese them in all different ways, but mixing up your offense and defense in Unlimited is going to be your key to success. If you do any one thing too much, the person who you're playing against is going to figure it out. Like, as you can see, this dude is basically just doing the same thing every single time. Granted, yes, it is hard to stop and it is annoying. I am stopping it eventually. So if he was switching it up a little bit, it'd be a little harder for me to stop, and I don't know exactly if I'd be winning. Splash. I hit that shot a lot too. Don't be afraid to take moving threes is my main point. It's absolutely overpowered this year. I don't see that coming to an end at any point. In, I would say, a month or two, everyone's going to be shooting the ball like this constantly. So getting used to it now is your best bet. He's playing good defense on it. People are starting to get wise to the moving three thing. And just letting the AI handle it. It's harder to shoot that shot on the AI a lot of the times. So if you got someone on-balling you, though, drive in and shoot that shot and you'll be good. Make sure you got decent free throw shooters out. A nice mix of like 3-point shooters and slashers should lead you to victory 9 times out of 10, unless you just play against someone who's actually just incredibly good at the game. Okay, that's an 83% view. Yeah, alright. 83%, and I missed it. Whatever. Dude, Kristaps is so slow. But he's so huge, though, at the same time. I still use him, man. Lambeer, I probably shouldn't have used him, but he can hit the open jumper occasionally, so. Yeah, see, 3% covered, doesn't matter. Larry Bird, he hits it, man. Like I said, still not worth all that money. Don't go spend all that MT on him. I guarantee we get better cards either this Friday or next Friday. So he'll be out of the conversation as the best card here pretty soon, especially when people start to get Paul Pierce and stuff like that, who I heard is really good, but Paul Pierce still can't shoot from the corner, so he'll be outdated in 2 weeks. So anyone who's like super hyped about getting him, I don't really understand it, because it's like, what are you gonna do with him? Like, if but hey, man, that's not me. That was terrible. Either way, you don't need a team that's like as expensive as mine. Doug Christie isn't that great. You can pretty much fill that role with Vernon Maxwell pretty easily, or even Richard Jefferson. Just kind of depends what you're working with. All right, let's see. Yeah, see, I mean, for the game, we're shooting about 52% generally for the game. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I'll shoot better in a little bit. I'm not really too worried about it. Yeah, he's going to go straight for that Larry Bird shot. Got good coverage on it. See, Larry Bird can shoot moving threes too just fine, but he's not doing it, so that's usually pretty good. It's a good sign. Alright, so also, if you notice, he hasn't taken out his starter, so clearly, just like 2K20, stamina is not the biggest deal in the world. So once we start getting better cards, if you want to play lower tier teams, just run 5-man lineups. It should work. That cheese should work just like it did last year. Right now it's going to be a little bit harder just because everyone's lineups are pretty similar when it comes to like overalls. But once we get later into the year, it's going to be a little bit better. All right, let's go. Yeah, get out of here. Come on. All right, so yeah, we're shooting 56% on the game. Pretty decent. He's shooting about 38, so could be much worse. There we go. Nice steal. And Maxwell with the dunks. Look, we're coming out heating here. This is I usually play really, really bad in the beginning, and then I play a lot better in like the second, third, and fourth quarters. I don't know what it is, man. I think it's something about me. It just takes me a little bit to figure out what the other person's all about. So, yeah, you thought you were gonna shoot that with Larry Bird, you garbage. All right, Anthony Davis. No, this isn't 2K20, bro. Post moves do not work. Get that out of here. All right, somehow we didn't get that rebound. I don't really know what that's all about. And yep, I knew Larry Bird was going to shoot it. Nice steal. Throw to Vernon Maxwell. Drive in. Nice dunk. Yeah, we're up 9 with 4 minutes left, so we should be good here. There we go. We're up 11 now. Doug Christie's got 10, but Doug Christie does kind of suck, though, at the same time. So, like, you can do what he does just as good for a lot cheaper. So he's not really worth it. Plus, he'll be, like, 2 Gs in, like, 2 weeks. I promise he will. All right, Larry Bird, you should have just took that. Nice steal. We're playing good defense right now, so it's all about baiting. It's all about figuring out where they're going to pass it and just jump in the lane. I'm not the greatest at it, but if you can get a little bit better with it than I am, you should be fine. Oh, that went in. All right. Driving is still absolutely OP in this game. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. I just realized this dude's name was Osama666. Fucking nerd. All right. Here we go. Let's put the nail in him. All right, Derek. Let's drive in. Yup. Easy peasy getting fouled. Derrick Rose is not my most reliable free throw shooter, though, so yep. And yeah, as he misses an 81% for whatever reason. Whatever, he's got to be bad at something, I guess. That's fine. So we got an 11-point lead with 3 minutes left, so we should be good here. What are you going to do with Giannis, dude? I know you're not going to shoot it. You're going to throw it to Larry Bird. Throw it to Larry Bird. I'm going to be right here. I know you're going to do it. Klay Thompson. All right. Looks like he's trying to go Giannis. James Silas. There he is. Right to Larry Bird. And no, dude. Look, he almost made that very early 69% covered. So if I wasn't there, he's cashing it. Vernon Maxwell. Yeah, that was 11% covered. I knew he wasn't going to make that. All right, Larry Bird. There we go. Nice steal. And the foul. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. My man just rage quit on me, so trying to hit 200K, or not 200K, 200 subscribers.